Alrighty, my friends, let's make a key here. That was supposed to say Mrs. Key, but it kind of looks like Marie Key. Alright, we have to show work. Now, there's a lot of factoring. Okay, there's not a lot of factoring. There's a couple questions we have to factor. If you don't know how to factor, you really need to do something about it. So we can create more worksheets for you. There's Khan Academies. There's videos that we've created. You can come before, no, not before school. You can come after school. You can ask questions on Wednesdays. You can come during the remote support blocks. There's all sorts of time for you to get help. You just have to make use of it. So I will try to articulate exactly what I'm doing so that you can follow along. So I have 1x squared minus 1x minus 42. So I multiply the negative 42 and the x squared, and I get negative 42x squared. That was a times c. And then I write down negative 1x, because that is b. That's your middle term. So let's come up with numbers that multiply to 42. So we've got 1 and 42, 2 and 21, 3 and, what works with 3? 3 and 14, and 4 doesn't work, 5 doesn't work, but 6 and 7 work. I need one that adds to negative 1. Well, I can't combine 42 and 1 and get negative 1. I can't combine 21 and 2 and get negative 1. I can't combine 3 and 14, but I can combine 7 and 6 if I make the 7 negative. So I'm going to rewrite the expression. I'm going to leave the x squared and the minus 42 the same, and then I'm going to write 6x minus 7x here. Then I'm going to factor by grouping. So I just rewrote the expression. All I did was split the middle term. Now I'm going to look at those two pieces. Out of x squared and 6x, I can take out an x squared. If I take out an x squared, that's like dividing. Dividing an x, sorry, I can take out an x. If I take an x off of an x squared, I have x left over. If I take an x off of a 6x, I have 6 left over. I'm just going to hope that I can put x plus 6 here and ask myself, all right, 6 times what is 42? That's 7, but it's got to be negative 42. So I got to put a negative 7 there, and then I got to finish with x minus 7, x plus 6. I did it. I'm great. Yay. Same process on the next one. I multiply the first term, which we're calling a, and the last term. So that's negative 54 p squared. And then I write down the middle term, negative 3p. Now I write down, so that's your b. Now I write down things that multiply to 54. I've got 1 and 54, 2 and 27, 3 and 18, 4 doesn't work, 5 doesn't work, 6 works, 6 and 9, 7 doesn't work. Okay, so I'm done. So I want to get negative 3. 1 and 54 do not make negative 3. 2 and 27 do not make negative 3. 3 and 18 do not make negative 3. 6 and 9, if I make the 9 negative, I get a negative 3. So rewrite the initial question, 2p squared minus 27, leaving the first and the last, but rewriting the middle term, 6p, because this is really 6p and 9p, negative 9p. Now you group it. So you look at these first two. What can you take out? Well, from 2 and 6, I can take out a 2. From p squared and p, I can take out a p. If I take that out, remember I'm dividing, so I'm doing 2p squared divided by 2p. The 2's cancel, and you're left over with a p. And then 6p divided by 2p. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then take the p off, so we're good. I'm going to hope that p plus 3, oops, I want to change colors. I'm going to hope that p plus 3 is going to show up in parentheses next to it, so I'm going to write p plus 3. 3 times 9 is 27. Oh, got to be negative 27. And then to finish it off, I write it as 2p minus 9 times p plus 3. Ooh, okay, so now we're using the factoring to solve. When we're solving, what we're trying to find, we're trying to find where these equations, where this equation is equal to 0. This is already factored, so what I need to do is jump right to x plus 1 equals 0, and 5x minus 3 equals 0. Now I need to solve a linear equation. So the first one I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides, and I will get negative 1. That is one of my answers. The second one I'm going to add 3. So I'm going to have 5x equals 3. Then I need to solve for x, so I'm going to divide by 5, so I'm going to get p equals 3/5. That's the other answer I have. So if it's already factored, that's all I got to do. Now this one's not already factored, so I got to do some more work. So I have to multiply a and c, so that's 42k squared. And then I need to write down b. b is 13k. So I need to write down things that multiply to 42. I feel like I already did this. 1 and 42, 2 and 21, 3 and 14, 4 doesn't work, 5 doesn't work, 6 and 7. Which ones add to 13? Those ones don't make 13, those ones don't make 13, those ones don't make 13, those ones do make 13. So it's going to be 6k, 7k. Leave the k squared and the 42 alone. Rewrite the middle term as 6k and 7k. What can I take out of the first two? I can take a k out. What am I left with? K plus 6. What can I take? It's supposed to be a plus right there, I'm sorry. What can I take out of the second two? I'm hoping I have a k plus 6 here. 6 times 7 is 42. 7 times k is 7k. So I did that correctly. So now I have k plus 7, k plus 6. This is still equal to 0. I didn't write it the whole time, but it's there. So that means I need to write k plus 7 equals 0. Solve that. I get k is negative 7. And I need to write k plus 6 equals 0. Solve that, and I get k equals negative 6. Be sure to use this video as a useful tool. I hope that you did your review yourself, and then you watch the video to see how you did, and you pause the video along the way, marking things on your spiral review to help, your quiz review to help you prepare. If you have questions, let us know.